Good morning and namaste, everyone. My name is Emily and I'm here with Leisure Room Productions, and we are just about to begin for another episode of morning yoga. One moment. It's just... So if you haven't already, I invite you to find your mat, find any props that you'd like to use for this practice. Go ahead and bring any practice aids into this class with you and find your seat. If you're already there, we'll just start breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Invoking our Ujjayi pranayama, our ocean-like breath, helping to build the fire and the heat in our bodies. And in this space, I offer you the opportunity to focus your attention on your desires that rise naturally and consistently in your heart. That greater space of intuition. Here we set our intention, our commitment to diving into the forces of nature to manifest these desires into reality. Helping to remind us that we alone can remove any obstacles in our way. So take one more deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And together, let's reach our fingertips up to the sky. Exhale as we bring the hands down to heart center. Take a deep inhale here as we lock in our intention, and a deep exhale as we release anything that's holding us back, getting in the way, any distractions. Inhale as you reach the hands up to the sky. As you exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat, placing the palm firmly on the ground, bending into that right elbow as you stretch the left arm up and over. Rooting down through both sits bones. Inhale as you bring the hands up to the sky. And exhale as you bring the left hand down, planting the palm, reaching the right fingertips up and over. Inhale, both hands to the sky. And as you exhale, let's bring both hands down to the front, gently walking yourself forward, bending and over bent legs. And when you get there, tucking the chin. Deeply breathing into the belly. Allowing the back to expand, the lower hips to expand. Inhale, starting to walk yourself back up. Reaching the arms up overhead, lifting the gaze. Exhale as you bring the right hand down to the left knee and the left hand behind you, sitting up tall on your inhale and twisting through your exhale. Deep breath in, sitting up just a little bit taller. And deep breath out, twisting in, just wringing it out. Twisting to the left. Inhale back to center. Placing the right hand behind you and the left hand on the left, and the left hand on the right knee. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, twisting through the soft belly, taking your gaze over the right shoulder. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale. Let's roll over onto our hands and knees, coming to a tabletop position. From here, we're just going to lower the seat down onto the heels, stretching the arms out in front of you. If you'd like a little bit more, you can bring your blocks onto the mat and place your hands on top of the blocks as you lower the forehead down to the mat. Grounding here in our child's pose. Getting to know our breath intimately here. So we focus the attention there. The breath coming in and the breath leaving the body. At the same time, just noticing any sensations in the body, in the mind. Inhale as you rise up onto all fours. And as you exhale, let's just tuck the toes and then sink the hips back again. We'll keep our torso lifted as we just put some pressure on the balls of the feet. Stretching through the heels. Two more breaths here. And then let's go ahead and lower the forearms down to the mat. And we'll just gently press through the balls of the feet, pressing the heels down to the ground as we lift the hips, coming into a dolphin pose. Working to stretch those heels down to the mat. Hugging in through the elbows, making sure to keep the hand completely grounded on the mat. Take one more deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, let's press through the hands, lift the elbows, and enter our downward facing dog. Lifting our gaze towards our navel. Taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. As you take your next inhale, bend the knees and look forward. And as you exhale, let's walk the feet to the hands at the front of the mat. Inhale as you bring the hands to the shins, lifting halfway. And exhale as you fold in. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way up to the sky, lifting the gaze. And exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in here, breathing into that intention that we set. And as you exhale, let's fold in over straight legs. Well, bent legs. Let's bend the knees and let the torso really fall down to meet the top of the thighs. Inhale to halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, let's plant the hands and step the feet back. Entering our plank pose. Pressing down through the palms. Letting the heels rise right above the balls of the feet. Strong core. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll lower the knees down. Untuck the toes. Lower the chin and the chest. As you inhale, we'll scoop forward for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chin. And as you exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Option to tuck the toes here if you want to feel into that foot stretch a little bit more. Deep breath in. And big sigh out. Deep breath in. And big sigh out. Inhale, coming to your tabletop pose. And as you exhale, let's tuck the toes and lift the hips, coming back into that downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, looking forward, bending the knees. Exhale, moving the feet towards the hands, front of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, this time we're going to step the left foot back, lowering down onto the left knee, untucking the left toes. From here, we're going to heel toe that right foot to the edge of the mat, bringing our hand to the top of that right knee, just helping to guide that space open. Working to open the hips here, one breath at a time. If it feels like a little too much on that left knee, you can always pop a blanket or something soft like a towel under that left kneecap for a little support. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Heel toe that right foot back. And then let's tuck that left toe. Turn that left heel down. Windmill the arms open into our warrior 2 pose. Nice deep bend in that right knee. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out, letting the shoulders relax. Strong through the back leg. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale as you reach the right hand up to the sky, letting the left hand fall down the back of the left leg. Reversing the warrior. Inhale, arms straight. Let's go ahead and straighten that right knee and then shift the arms forward before we let that right arm come down the inside of the right leg. Entering our triangle pose, Trikonasana. Left hand floats up to the sky, lifting the gaze as we find our balance and our stability. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then as we exhale, we'll windmill all the way down to the ground. Stepping the right foot back. Finding that plank pose once again. Take a deep breath in here. And as we exhale, we'll lower the knees down. Lowering the chin and the chest. Inhaling to up dog or cobra in this case, lifting the chin. And exhaling to that child's pose. We'll inhale and come up onto our tabletop position once again. And as we exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, finding your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, looking forward, bending the knees. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Inhale, circling the hands up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant the hands. We'll step the right foot back this time. Coming into our low runner's lunge. Then lowering that right knee down to the ground. Heel toe that left foot off to the left edge of the mat. And then you can use your hands either on the ground here or helping to just guide that left knee open. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, trying to remove any tension that we might be feeling in between the eyebrows. Releasing any tension in the toes, shoulders, and the neck. 2 more deep breaths here. Go ahead and heel toe that left foot back to the center of the mat. We'll turn the right heel down. And then windmill the arms all the way open to our warrior 2. Gazing just past that left middle finger here. Bending nice and deep into that left front knee. Rolling the shoulders down and away. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. On your next inhale, let the right hand fall down the back of the right leg as you lift that left arm. And exhale, we'll sink a little bit deeper in that left knee. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, return back to neutral here, warrior 2. And then as we exhale, we'll straighten that left knee. Inhale, send the arms forward. And then let the left hand fall down to the inside of the left leg as you reach the right hand high. Another great space for a block if you have one here. Working not to dump the weight into this left hand, but just to lift up through those right fingertips. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips, keeping a little micro bend in this left knee. Deep breath in here, and deep breath out. Nice job. Deep breath in. Exhale as you windmill everything down to the ground. Stepping the left foot back. Finding our plank pose once again. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, lowering the knees down. Letting the chin and the chest follow. Inhale, scooping forward for up dog, shoulders roll back. And exhale to our child's pose. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Inhale, rising to your tabletop pose again. This time we're going to cross the ankles, roll over the heels onto the bottom, and extend the legs out in front of us. From here, we'll plant the hands down by the sides, finding our Dandasana pose. Seated staff, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, sitting nice and tall, hugging the belly in. Engaging through the legs, so much so that the heels start to lift up off the ground. Pressing down through the hands, rolling the shoulders away. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Trying to make this seated pose as active as possible. Nice job. One more breath here. As we exhale, we're just going to shift the hands back about 6 inches, planting the palms, fingertips facing towards the toes. And then we'll bend at the knees and then lift the heels up off the earth for our Navasana pose, supported Navasana pose. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale as you start to straighten the legs, lowering down, just hovering above the mat. Inhale, pulling the knees up towards the chest. And exhale, straightening the legs, hovering just above the mat. Inhale, pulling the knees up. And exhale, straightening. Inhale, pulling the knees up. And exhale, we'll just plant the heels down on the ground. Inhale, lifting the hips up off the earth. We find our reverse tabletop pose. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Exhale as you lower the hips down to the earth. Straighten legs. And we'll come in for our Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Entering the space with love and kindness for your body. Working to create a nice strong back here. And just remembering that it's morning. Our bodies are just waking up. So move with it. Let's take 3 more nice deep breaths here. Inhale, starting to rise. And we'll we'll bring the knees into the chest, scooting towards the center of your mat. And as we exhale, wrapping the hands around the shins, we'll rock onto the back, rolling from side to side, massaging that low back. Let's bring the heels together and the knees wide apart, lowering the feet down to the earth, hands onto the belly for Supta Baddha Konasana. And then just slowly letting the knees come together. We'll flip the knees over to the left side as we spread the arms wide and take our gaze to the right. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Inhale, knees back to center. And then floating them over to the right side. Taking the gaze to the left. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, bringing knees back to center. And from here, we'll be entering our final resting pose. So feel free to take any further movements that you'd like before we enter the space. If you're ready, go ahead and straighten the legs, letting the hands come down to the sides, palms facing the sky. Entering a space of gratitude for the body and the mind to show up in this place for this work. For creating this space in your day to bring all of this fresh oxygen, fresh perspective, and this openness to the start of your day. Starting to put a little movement back in the fingertips and the toes, maybe shifting the head from side to side. If you're feeling cozy where you're at, I invite you to just stay there and finish these last few breaths in that spot. If you're feeling ready to move, I invite you to bring the knees to the chest. Build a little momentum here as you rock forward and backwards. And come up to a seated position. Bringing the hands to the tops of the knees, letting the shoulders roll up towards the ears and then down the spine. Taking one deep inhale here and one big sigh out. We'll inhale, bring the hands up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. The light within me deeply honors and reflects the light and love in each of you. Namaste. Thanks again for practicing with me today, everyone. So happy you could be here, and we will look forward to working with you next week. Have a great Tuesday morning. Namaste.